Welcome to episode 977. Drew Houston, how he co-founded Dropbox at age 24. 8 lessons. This is an outline of episode 977, lesson 1 to 4. This is lesson 5 to 8. Lesson 1, the happiest people are obsessed.
So I was going to say work on what you love. That's actually not that helpful, right? It's so easy to convince yourself or rationalize that you love what you do. But when I think about it, the happiest and most successful people that I know, they're not just in love with what they do, they're obsessed. And they're not just obsessed, but they're obsessed with solving an important problem, something that really matters to them.
And 2, Dropbox, the company he founded, started as a distraction.
What scares me is that both Dropbox and this poker bot started out as distractions. Like that little voice in my head was telling me what to do all along, and the whole time I'm telling it to shut up so I can get back to work. Like I almost missed it.
And 3, genius baby, genius boy. As a 2-year-old baby, he was playing with the computer. At age 5, he was programming in BASICS. At age 14, he worked as a programmer for a startup. Lesson 4, he's a serial entrepreneur. By age 24, he started 2 companies and worked for 5 startups.
All right, so I started my first company when I was 21. I was born in a Chili's. Yeah, and
Lesson 5, a rough beginning in 2006. First, he was abandoned by college buddy Adam Smith. Then he was rejected by Y Combinator.
But that was just the beginning. Like things only got worse. Like August rolled around and Adam gave me the bad news that they were moving out. And so not only were they moving out, but they were off to Silicon Valley where the real action was happening. And I was getting left behind.
Rejected largely because we were both, my co-founder and I were both part-time on it. A couple other reasons, market size, probably some other stuff.
Did you interview or were you rejected without an interview?
We were rejected without an interview.
Wow.
Lesson 6, getting married after the first date. No, not with this pretty girl, but with this Iranian American. After rejection by Y Combinator, Drew Houston went back to MIT and recruited Arash Ferdowsi.
An introduction to us, and we met up at the MIT Student Center and hung out for an hour or two and talked about MySQL and some other things and Dropbox. And then we're like, yeah, of course we'll like spend all of our waking hours together for the foreseeable future. So kind of like getting married on the first date.
Lesson 7, surround yourself with the smartest people.
So they say that you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So like think about that for a second. Like who would be in your circle of 5? And I have some good news. MIT is one of the best places in the world to start building that circle. Because if I hadn't come here, I never would have met Adam. I never would have met my amazing co-founder, Arash. And there would be no Dropbox. One thing I've learned is that surrounding yourself with people who inspire you is now just as important as being talented or working hard.
Lesson 8, you only have to be right once.
And I look back over the years, and I can't even count the number of things that have gone wrong. Unfortunately, it doesn't matter. That's the thing. Nobody has a 5.0 in real life. Actually, now that you're done with school, the whole idea of a GPA just goes away. Bill Gates' first company made software for traffic lights. Okay, Steve Jobs' first company made plastic whistles that allowed you to make free phone calls. Neither of these companies were successful, and it's hard to imagine that these guys were too worried about it. That's my favorite thing about what changes today. From now on, failure doesn't matter. You only have to be right once.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your questions and comments below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.